Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're looking at Studio 86 Optimus Prime. All right, and taking a look at the packaging, it's going to be the standard 86 box set leader class that you got, same as we got with Ultra Magnus. You're going to have an awesome action shot in the front, also attack on the Autobot City. Got some product placement poses. There we got shots there. Here we got, like I said, Optimus looking awesome attacking the Decepticons. And moving on to the back of the box, here we have Optimus photos, like I said, of his display stand, different various product placement shots, him wielding his axe, and showing the different accessories, roller, and an alternate image you got there, alternate mode image you got there in the background that's included in this packaging. And removing the packaging from the box, you'll see the way they're shipped to you. You got Roller up on top, his ion blaster, Optimus just there hanging out. Got his trailer tucked away nicely. You actually got his droid crane, whatever you want to call it, on the back, and his blast effects. Also, you will have the instruction manual in the box. And removing Optimus from the box, as you can see, he's a beautiful looking bot. Very screen accurate. As you can see, they did a good job of tucking away all the alt mode features. Like I said, the wheels, different things in that. That you'll find that we're hitting nicely, that we're not hitting as nicely in previous versions. As far as the sculpt goes, the only qualm I do have is this backpack. It is fairly large, and when you compare it especially to 86 Ultra Magnuses, I believe Ultra Magnus had a very cleaner looking backpack. But as far as this mode goes, I do like Optimus's head sculpt, do like the colors, do love the windows. And looking on photography, still shot, you can get a good in-depth look. Like I said, I do like the tampo. I do like the windows. I do like the grill, the white. Like I said, it does look very screen accurate. And as far as accessories go, you're gonna get the ion blaster, a few blast effects. Those flat ones right there on your right, attached to these right here on your left, they're the I guess what you call launching blast effects when he's in alt mode jumping into battle. And you will add Roller, like I said, his crane and his trailer are also included in the package as we saw earlier. But like I said, for as far as the price point, you get a pretty good amount of accessories. And as far as posability, this guy's got some great articulation on him. I do like the way that axe looks on him as well. One qualm I do have is those smokestacks are very loose. No matter if you pick them up, breathe on him, look at him hard, they just, as you can see right now, it's just hanging out to the side. It's just they will not stay in place no matter what. That is another downside I do have. But as far as articulation goes, posability, you will have a lot of fun with this guy. And moving on. It looks like we're hitting up the next local truck stop. You have different variations of modes. Unfortunately, I no longer have the Siege Optimus Prime mode, but I do have the Siege mode that was recolored, rebranded as Netflix Nemesis Prime, so we can compare the actual truck mode, even though it's not an Optimus Prime, it is the same mode. And speaking of which, here we have Nemesis Prime. Like I said, this was based off the Siege mode. And you can see the Siege mode variation has the tires exposed on the side where the new one doesn't, like I said. And that's one thing that the 86 Optimus does better than a lot of the other bots before. And here we go. Like I said, once again, Earthrise getting a quick shot, difference in height, looks, and scale. Just like I said, just difference in colors. Like I said, you got the gray in the front where the 86 doesn't. But like I said, the wheels just hanging out right there on the side again. And when you add Ultra Magnus into the picture, like I said, he looks like his cartoon self himself, actually. Like I said, nicer backpack than Optimus. But as far as scale and size, I actually think these guys do look great together, even though people thought Magnus was too large. I think Prime scales well. Speaking of too small of a scale, I think Megatron is a little bit too small, and this is the latest edition of Megatron we have gotten. This is the Dramatic Capture Series, Nemesis Bridge Megatron, and he is just a bit short, considering that Megatron should be a little bit taller than Optimus Prime, at least in most media. That is the way they're shown with media, just with the Megatron just being slightly bigger than Optimus, and like I said, most versions. And like I said, as far as posability with this guy, like I said, you'll have great action poses. That axe, his ion blaster, different things will actually help bring this character to life. As far as, like I said, your toy shelf or however you're going to have him posed or looking. And Megatron, like I said, will complement him nice as far as these guys go. And moving on to articulation, you will have the standard 90 on the arms. full 180 degree as far as the articulation on the arms. You will have a swivel, bicep swivel, so it does help you get some more posing out of it. You're gonna have your smokestacks in your way, like I said. Good waist articulation. You do have side skirts on both sides, so thankfully you will not have any kind of hindrance when it comes to articulation as far as forward and back movement. And like I said, those things do move out of the way nicely. No side skirts on the side, so splits will be 100% no hindrance whatsoever. You do have a nice bend at the knee, a lot nicer bend than you do have at the arm. Unfortunately, at the arm, due to transformation, you're only going to get about a 90-degree bend, which for a close to $100 bot, I wish we would have got some kind of butterfly, or I mean some kind of double bend in there, but it is what it is. Optimus's head has a normal articulation front and back. As you can see, the smokestacks that wants to join the party is showing off its articulation. And moving on to articulation as far as the hand goes, you can see it's 4 fingers on one side, 3 on one hinge, 1 which would be the trigger pointer finger on its own. And like I said, you can kind of see it there if I can get a little bit better focus in there. But you'll have the 3 bend, and like I said, that'll be him pointing or holding his rifle, putting his finger on the trigger, whatnot. And you can see there you'll have his finger touching his thumb, making it look like he's holding something very tiny. And all this will fold down into a beautifully looking fist, like I said. So as far as articulation, you will have a lot more posability with that. And as far as the trailer goes, you do have the I guess you want to call legs or stands that are set up when he's in parked mode. He's got to have somewhere to park when he goes out into that void of space, that cloud where he disappears off to. But as far as articulation, moving on, here we have stands for him to park whenever he folds out into his battle mode station. These will be supports. Speaking of which, like I said, you'll see me open up the back. Trailer does drop down. That's another point of articulation. There is movement. I will consider that articulation. And like I said, as far as folding open, these will sit nicely on those blue extension we just put out. And I did not try to pull that out, just a little bit stiff on the articulation, but I am able to fold them out. You see the arm does have a full bend around. That top part will lift up, and you'll have a full, almost a full 180. But as far as articulation, you'll have the arm that goes in and out as well. So like I said, and it'll tuck nicely back into the trailer. Looks nice. Like I said, nice, compact, tucked away. Be able to fold it back together very nicely, very quickly. The transformation is very nice, very smooth, very easy to change over. And for people that are wondering, if you drop these bottom wheels down, you will have weapon storage under the trailer. And as far as the roller goes, yeah, he has articulation as well. He does roll freely. And thanks to that little port on the back of roller, you can actually have him hold the trailer if you don't want to have the legs up when he's out in that void of space pocket, wherever he drifts off to. And as far as comparison and alt modes, here we have him with the Siege Nemesis Prime and the 86 Magnus. And we're also going to have the Earthrise Prime in there. And like I said, as far as the alt mode goes, I do think 86 Prime is by far the best looking truck. I would say Magnus is a close second. But if you're talking about a reality, alt reality, whatever, as far as modes go, I want to say Siege is probably the best looking mode of the bunch, in my honest opinion. And as far as scale wise and alt mode, you'll see the trailers line up pretty nicely with Magnus and Optimus Prime. Like I said, they scale well. They've been the last 2 put out, so of course they're going to be pretty close in scale, as close as opposed to previous releases. And moving on to the Earthrise and the Siege versions, or Siege modes, actually with the Netflix Nemesis. But yeah, you can see the trailer's a little bit small, the cabs are a little bit smaller. So like I said, some people would say this Prime might be just too big. I think he's a good decent size. And for a bonus feature, I went ahead and added the Legacy Scourge just for a size comparison. And as you can see, his tanker trailer rig looks a little bit small itself. So for anybody out there, if you're able to come across this Prime, I know there's people out there trying to scalp him. He's still readily available. So if you can find him, by all means, pick him up. He's a great find, great purchase, and I definitely think he's worth the investment. Anyways, good luck out there, guys, and see you all around. Laters.